In the past, if you were single and looking for a romantic relationship, you hoped that you would catch someone's eye and that the attraction would be mutual. If you asked your parents or grandparents how they met, they would probably answer at the office, at university, or even on a blind date. But these days, life has a faster pace, and we are less happy to wait for destiny to bring us our perfect partner. People want new and better ways of finding a potential bride or groom. Speed dating is one way for singles to meet romantic partners. It consists of a series of short 5-minute dates with strangers. You have literally seconds to decide if you are attracted to each person and want to invite them for a second date. It's a good way to meet lots of people quickly, but you will only enjoy the event if you are naturally sociable. And, in any case, first impressions can be wrong. Online dating is another popular way of looking for love, and many online dating agencies and dating apps have appeared over the last 10 years. If you join an online dating agency, you complete a questionnaire about yourself and the kind of partner you are looking for. The agency then sends you a selection of profiles to choose from. Dating agencies usually cost money, but dating apps, of which Tinder is the best known, are often free. Tinder sends you photos to your phone of singles in your area. If you like someone, you swipe right on your screen. If not, you swipe left. When two people both swipe right, they receive each other's contact details and can start chatting. Many people find love online, but is it really the most reliable way to find a compatible partner? What a person says in their online profile isn't always true, and to chat to someone online is very different from meeting them in real life. These are reasons why some people are now giving up on online dating and using social groups such as Meetup instead. There is no single way to find true love, but being open to new experiences and new people will always help.
Hi, this is Linda Thompson from Hot Topics. Today we're discussing speed dating tactics, and in particular, which questions we should ask and which questions we should avoid asking during the 5-minute date. Dating gurus Miles Wilson and Chloe Long are here in the studio. Miles, I hear that you are a speed dating expert.
I don't think so. Not an expert, but I have been successful at speed dating, yes.
So why are the questions so important?
Well, you only have 5 minutes to talk to one person, so you need to get the conversation right and find out the things that are important to know about a person. I find that questions about culture work well, such as, what did you think of the latest James Bond film? Do you like Agatha Christie? That sort of thing.
I completely disagree with you there, Miles. Those questions can end a conversation very quickly. They could respond with, I haven't read any of her books. Or, James Bond, I hate that kind of film. It was terrible. You're not about to ask to see someone again if you've just disagreed with them. Statistics say that at a speed dating event, questions about travel are going to be much more successful than ones about films or books or music. In fact, they're the most successful.
Travel? Oh, absolutely not. What if you've never travelled? Imagine it. Have you ever been to Paris? No, I've never been outside of England. Well, I'd feel embarrassed.
Ah, but if you ask creative questions, like, if I took you away for a romantic weekend, where would you like to go?
Ah, I see. Yes, I agree. Open questions about imaginary travel, those kinds of questions are very good. Get people to talk about their dreams, not their opinions. And how about, what would you give me for our first anniversary?
Well, it's a little me, isn't it? But if you say, How would you like to celebrate our first anniversary? It gives a different message.
Well, Linda, I think the real expert in speed dating is Chloe.
I think so too, yes, definitely. Matt Peters answers a reader's question.
Hollywood seems to think that they do. In any romantic comedy, the most attractive girl is usually a waitress, a chambermaid, a nurse, or a secretary. This is because these jobs are typically more feminine and show women as caring and vulnerable. However, if the beautiful woman is a businesswoman, you instantly know she's unkind, heartless, and a villain. Very unattractive qualities. And the heroine always marries the strong, rich, and handsome businessman, journalist, or detective because they show confidence, sensitivity, and intelligence. It doesn't seem to matter if the hero is a male chauvinist, he will still be attractive to women if he is rich and famous. Hollywood seems to think that there is universal agreement on what makes someone physically attractive. For example, tall, slim women with full lips and long, shiny hair, or broad-shouldered men with tan skin and blue eyes. Just look through photos of similar-looking, famous people. You'll begin to see what Hollywood clearly defines as good-looking. But Hollywood isn't always right. Is Halle Berry a long-haired, blue-eyed beauty? There's no set rule to define attractiveness. We all know that. Have you ever been in that situation where you meet a gorgeous person, but the moment they open their mouth, their attractiveness dissolves? Perhaps it's their voice, or how they express themselves, the opinions they express, or their intelligence. So next time you look in the mirror to ask yourself, am I attractive? The answer is, I don't know. But Hollywood doesn't know either.
So, Dr. Moore, some people predict that terrible things are going to happen if we continue using the internet to make friends and find dates.
No, I completely disagree. There is absolutely no evidence of that. In fact, no one has really made many conclusions about the future consequences of online dating. They talk about the immediate advantages and disadvantages of online relationships, but it's too early to predict how this will affect our relationships in the future. All we know is that more and more people are using online dating agencies. I imagine because the results are good, very good.
OK, so what are the immediate consequences of meeting partners online?
Mostly good, actually. Only 2 are negative.
Only 2. And what are they?
Well, the internet gives you a certain amount of privacy. I mean, if you want to, you can meet someone online completely in secret. And like reading a book, you can close the laptop if somebody comes into the room. So it is a lot easier for people with a partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband or wife. It's much easier to cheat on your partner, to have a relationship with someone else at the same time.
Yes, I agree. It's much easier to cheat on your partner online.
I think so, yes. Then a second negative consequence is about sharing personal information. Most networking sites expect you to have a written profile about yourself with a picture. This means that anyone can find things about you. A little embarrassing if, for example, your son or daughter's school teacher uses the same online dating agency as you, or your boss. You do have to be very careful what you say.
I agree totally. We never know who's reading. Oh dear, yes, you're right.
But those are the negative effects. The rest are positive. Statistics say that we make friends much quicker online. We are honest about ourselves earlier. We talk about our dreams, ambitions, problems, all much quicker. It means we can find someone to talk to much more easily than in the past. And this is very positive.
That's very true, actually. And Doctor, tell us about the type of person who uses an online dating agency.
I know you haven't had much luck meeting people lately and you don't want to use dating apps. Have you ever considered trying to meet people in public places like the supermarket or co-working cafes? The other day I read this book by Luigi Landeira about unusual places to meet people. For instance, supermarkets are good because you can learn something about people from what they buy. In co-working cafes, the atmosphere is more serious than a bar or disco. Another good option is a wedding, because everybody is dressed up and the atmosphere is relaxed. Well, let me know what you think of these ideas. And good luck.
1.
Speed dating is a really bad way to meet someone. In 5 minutes, you only have time to decide if you think someone is physically attractive. It's so superficial. I don't like the idea of speed dating at all.
Me neither. But I do know one couple that met during speed dating, and they are still together. Surprising, isn't it?
2.
The perfect first date should definitely be at a romantic restaurant. Great food, good music, and interesting conversation. Simple and romantic.
I don't agree. My ideal first date would take place outside, maybe hiking or bike riding, a place where you can really get to know someone without worrying if your hair looks good.
3.
All men lie on dating websites. It seems like all the men I read about are rich, athletic, and have a great sense of humour. If that is true, why are they still single?
Absolutely. I went out with a man from a dating site who said he was sporty. We had to run for the bus and he almost collapsed because he couldn't breathe.